Welcome everybody to Phoenix International Raceway here for the second race of the season. Jeff Gordon's hot off his win at the Daytona race, ready to try to pick up another one. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here for today's race.
Ryan Newman gets the pole for this race. He won here last year in this exact same race. Kevin Harvick, the king of Phoenix, starting in second.
And we have Matt Kenseth and Kasey Kahne looking here to get things back in the swing after mediocre races at Daytona.
You got Tony Stewart and Joey Logano, 5th and 6th.
And you have our Daytona winner, Jeff Gordon, looking to continue his strong season, get an early points lead, and alongside him will be Clint Bowyer in number 15.
Then you have Brad Keselowski and Jimmie Johnson rounding out your top 10. Now let's get ready for your starting command.
Is this on? Drivers, start your engines.
Man, I could have done a better call than that.
And they're rolling. All right. Last time we went here, Jimmie Johnson passed Dillon Jr. late in the race, literally on the last lap due to lap cars. But the previous race we did here, Ryan Newman scooted away with the win and took it away from Kyle Larson after he hit the wall with less than 30 laps to go, causing him to get damaged. Anyways, get ready for the green flag to fly. Let's get ready. And the green flag is out, and we're racing here in the desert. Already 4 wide. Not even giving any inch to each other. Kevin Harvick hold down to second. McMurray, they're sending it up to the outside, exiting turn 2.
Stewart went down to the apron and lost a lot of grip.
Yeah, apparently the bottom lane is, at least in 1 and 2, it has very minimal grip until the long run starts to kick in. Don't know how that works. Anyways, Kevin Harvick trying to get up to Newman. Here comes Jimmie Johnson, going to set it on the apron. That's not going to go well. Bowyer sending it up on top. Jimmie Johnson going to back off. Tony Stewart all over the back. Bumper, they're wrecking in the back.
Big crash.
Oh my God.
38's in it, 43, 95, 30, 32.
88's in it.
Edwards is in it as well.
Oh! Almirola is not happy with a 95. I don't know what that was about. And Danica's back out. Caution's out.
You can't tell what happened here.
Murray has some damage, and we'll look back on it now. So 38. Oh, it was the 9. So, well, oh, no, the 3 was the one that caused it.
Oh, yeah, Austin Dillon caught the left rear of the one car. He gets away. 7 makes a little bit of contact with the wall, but a couple of guys just barreled in there with no real attempt to slow down.
The only people that even attempted were Dillon Jr. because he got last in qualifying, and Carl Edwards at least made an attempt until he got turned into the inside wall. The 32 was in the dog leg. I don't know what in the world is going on with him, but we'll check in on him when we come back. Ryan Newman is still your leader. Kevin Harvick still in second. Kasey Kahne with a strong run so far in third. Harvick's going to have a top now, and the top is the strong line here. But you can, with lap cars, you really want to be on the bottom because lap cars only run the top here. Anyways, Dale Jr. is back on the racetrack. Nobody's DNF'd yet. Pace car is still down on pit road. Ryan Newman right now in the lead. Newman's last win came at Sonoma after a really interesting pit call. Let's see if he can return to victory lane today. Green flag with 72 to go. All of them squirming now, trying to get any spot they can in case another caution comes out or track position because it's really hard to pass here. The 4 clears him.
People keep going down to the apron in turn 1 and it just doesn't work out. Stewart tried it, lost a bunch of spots. This time Gordon tried it and lost a bunch of spots. So
maybe they're doing that to avoid something.
Kurt Busch takes it way down onto the apron there, but we'll see if it sticks down in 1. Doesn't look like it.
He gets tight. Look at how high Hamlin is up there. Ooh, because it almost stuck.
He's gonna get hit.
It actually
He's gonna
did.
get hit. Oh, Truex almost clipped him in the left rear there. I thought he was gonna turn him for a second.
He backed off though. Good move there. Kasey Kahne up to second.
Quick, the outside's got some grip early.
And indeed does. Dude. Tony Stewart all over the quarter panel of the 20 car. Johnson gets really tight. Seems like some guys can hold it better on the bottom than others. Kenseth might be one of the few that actually can make it stick, because you can clearly see he's fighting Tony Stewart right now, but Tony Stewart's going to prevail on the outside.
Yeah, that top lane just seems to roll so much better right now. Maybe it'll change as the run goes on, but at least at the start, the outside lane's really got something working up there.
On board here with Biffle, side by side with the 15. Going to get a really good run off.
The first couple of cars are really starting to scoot away here.
Those being the 5 and the 4. Kasey Kahne, Phoenix is not one of his best tracks, but he just ran the fastest lap of the race. Look at that. He's definitely going to get him here shortly, but is the force saving his equipment?
Hey, we got one race. I'd be surprised if everybody's or if anyone really is using everything they've got right now.
Newman hold on to third, Logano fourth, Greg Biffle in fifth. Kurt
Johnson running out on
Busch.
the apron.
One driver I want to talk about is Kurt Busch. He finished dead last in the Daytona 500, so he is really trying to get any point he can because of the chase system this season. You really need anything you can get, so you can't just sit back and relax. You kind of have to get on the wheel and go for it. Not saying you have to drive like an idiot, but you can't really just let...
Well, that's Austin Dillon.
Well, yeah. Speaking of Dillon, where is he? After making contact with a 38, he's side by side with a 30. How is Kyle Busch so far back?
He's making up a lot of time, though. He started way in the back. He's starting to make some passes here.
See if he can do it.
Although
And
Phoenix
he can.
is one of those tracks where track position's really, really important, and the 18's probably going to be fighting all day just to get himself some. See what he can do there. But like I said, long way to go here.
You see here, he ran the second line there. Drivers actually starting to change up their line a little bit, and when they get up to lap cars, that'll definitely be at an all-time high because the track's going to be changing quite a bit. Here comes the 5, the 31 holding him, the 22 and the 16. So the 22 and the 16 going to try to look way around him. 15 laps completed of 78. Clint Bowyer going down to the dog leg there. Going to be side by side with a 14. And Tony's going to send it to the outside. Going to take all the air off his spoiler.
Yeah, he kind of slid up the center. He drove it in really hard. I don't know if he'll hold the top. Just can't quite get there on exit.
Your last season's champion, Jimmie Johnson, right now running strong in 8th. After a pretty subpar Daytona 500. Right now trying to just bounce back and see what he can do here at Phoenix. After winning here last time we went here. Your Daytona 500 champion, Jeff Gordon, locked in. Right now running in 10th. He's not going to be desperate for the rest of the season, but he's not just going to let win slip away.
Yeah, it's almost more freeing for him because now that he's got that win, that team can pretty much try anything. The only thing he can do now is, well, one, stay inside the top 30 in points, but I mean, I doubt that'll be an issue for him, aside from an injury or whatever. But ignoring that, there's going to be some bonus points on the line, at least for the first round of the chase. So
yeah, we'll have to
really,
wait and see how that goes.
It's just going to kind of, I'd be surprised if that team doesn't start trying things, preparing for later in the season, or just trying to get as many wins as they can to give them the best chances they've got, at least in the first round.
Here comes the 15 and the 16 side by side. Boyer's going to send to the outside. Can he make it stick up there unlike Tony Stewart? Yes, he can. Look at the run he's going to get off the turn 2. Cleared him. Is Bevel going to send it down low? Yes, he will. Ooh, almost got there.
Seems like the top lane actually might be better, at least when side by side with somebody, specifically in turns 1 and 2. They're kind of equal in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, the top's working. As we approach lap traffic, Kasey Kahne is really eating into the gap of Harvick. It seems like Kahne can get the left sides just a little bit lower on one end of the track there in 1 and 2. They're kind of equal at 3 and 4.
Oh, Harvick got a better exit because the 32 pinched him down low. But Kahne's going to cut the dog leg. Gained a little bit there. Going to look a little bit lower, have a shallow entry. Changing up his line, looking on the apron right now. Interesting.
Yeah, you can see he gets his left sides just a little bit lower than Harvick through 1 and 2 there. Maybe looking for some clean air, but either way.
Yeah.
Really closing that gap down. Seems like the apron's got a little bit of something down there.
Right now, Newman still holding on to third, 2 seconds back. Thought that lap car was going to play a little bit bigger of a factor here and switching spots around, but it really didn't. I don't know what's going on with the 32. He's running 28s. They're running 27s. So
he's got major damage, and he wasn't that fast to begin with. But this is Phoenix, so I mean, like, you can pretty easily get around a lap car, but at the same time, you know, there isn't. It's pretty hard to get up a run on somebody and pass them. The track seems to create a lot of cars that have about the same amount of speed to them, and it isn't all that difficult to complete a pass here, so the faster cars tend to just get around the slower ones and stay ahead of them for the rest of the race.
Yeah. Let's see where the next lap car is Parker Kligerman with major damage. Where's Junior? Dale Jr. with that much damage he's dead last. But he's keeping up with, he's actually faster than some, he's running 26.9s with a no hood.
Yeah, he's lucky this is the kind of a bit of a shorter track, but he really needs to catch some lucky yellows if he's going to have a shot at getting some spots back.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Another good thing is that since it's race 2, he really has all the time in the world to just bounce back. Here comes Kasey Kahne looking a little bit low. No, he's just going to, no, he's looking a little low. Harvick
going to give him the room there, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Almost got there, but he got loose there. Something's going on with the 15 because him and the 16 have just been battling ever since that lap they got around the lap car, and the 16 struggling to get around him. Tony Stewart, after some pretty subpar seasons, right now trying to find some way to get back into form this season. See if he can do it. Running 7th though. Newman now he's up to a lap car, the 22 of Logano, now looking on his back bumper. Logano doesn't really play nice with some people, so let's see if he's going to race how he always does, or he's going to be a little bit more calm.
Kasey Kahne is right behind Harvick here. If you look at the lap, they are closer. Kahne's still running just about, maybe less than a quarter car length lower than Harvick on 1 and 2, but it seems like it allows him to get enough clean air. He can really stay up behind Harvick.
One big thing over here is catching somebody and passing somebody are completely different things. I think Kasey Kahne can catch him, but can he pass Harvick? That's
the thing is, he gets his run off of turn 4, and in 1 and 2, the top just seems like it's so much better when you're side by side.
This is the closest he's ever been, so he's going to try to send it down low. And he is longer in the run. Harvick with a really good exit. They were almost equal there, but Harvick with a little bit faster of an exit there. Lap car on the way, Michael McDowell. Kasey Kahne looking low. I saw something going, okay, no. I thought something happened back there. Actually, let's try to look through the field. Danny Hamlin running in 12th. Did I say Hamlin or Hamlin?
You said Hamlin.
Okay, good. He's running in 12th. Ricky Stenhouse running in 15th. Carl Edwards running 14th. Well, no, 40th, I mean. Paul Menard running really strong right now. Kyle Larson, Phoenix is one of his lesser tracks, and he's running pretty solid so far.
So bad for Edwards. It's very clear he's got a lot of speed in that 99 car, but with the damage, he just fell
maybe
back.
With the caution.
Yeah,
look how much straightaway speed he doesn't have.
No, he's got a. I think that car is fine. They spent a lot of time on pit road repairing it. How many laps down is he? I think it's just 1.
1. But he's not the first. No, he's 2. McDowell's first car lap down. Kenseth apparently had an issue. Lost a lot of time. Look at this freaking hornet's nest of cars back here. Truex finally getting around in the 24. See if the 24 can set it his inside and get around him again.
We might need to check back up on the leaders here in a moment. Kane's closed the gap. Seems like every time we get five laps. Oh, he got around him.
Lap cars played a factor. Kasey Kahne, your new leader. Last season he was... Continue. Sorry to interrupt.
I was just going to say that every time they caught the lap cars, it seemed like Kasey Kahne would fall behind Harvick, but he'd catch him a little bit faster each time. And it was only a matter of time if he got a good situation with the lap cars, he was going to get around him. And as you can see, he is gapping Kevin Harvick very quickly.
Yeah, dude. 4/10. Ryan Newman right now running in third. The only way how Harvick can reel him back in is if Harvick either finds something or lap cars really screw over Kasey Kahne, because Harvick is one of the best at holding his own, especially at this track. See if he can do it.
They're about to lap the 32 again. He is really off pace.
On board with Harvick. See how he drives this thing. He's entering a lot lower than Kasey Kahne. All over that yellow line. Go out there with Kasey Kahne to the inside of the 23. Where's the 32? Oh, 32 is right in front of these four, I mean. Where? Okay. Dillon Jr. still in 42nd. He's trying to not get last. Look at that, Harvick reeled him in.
Yeah, it shows you just how bad the lap traffic is, because Kasey Kahne is very obviously faster than Kevin Harvick. He lost 0.3 of a second in one corner because of the lap cars. So this traffic is going to be a great equalizer here.
It might be one of the only things keeping Harvick in this thing is because of lap cars. The 83 in the way of the 5. The 5 is going to try to move him out of the way, trying to get the message to him. The 83 does not want to give it up. Harvick takes it 3 wide.
Yeah, that was a big move by the 4. He knows he can't let Kahne get away here. He goes way down on the apron looking for grip.
Got a little scared there with 83.
If you look at the gap back to the 31 and the rest of the field, they're really starting to close in because of this. But the 83's got just enough pace. He held up the 5. Now he's going to hold up the 4.
Harvick's all over the back bumper of him. Maybe he's trying to send a message to him, or he just didn't find a right place to pass him. That actually is a really good point to pass him in 1 and 2. Because not only does he get around him, he also has a run on the 5 because he ran the top.
Yeah, but that's a big gap that just formed between the 4 and the 5 cars. So, be interesting to see what the gap is this time by the line. I know Newman and Logano are going to have to get around that traffic as well. But
this could actually be really interesting. Oh! What happened with
Biffle
on the
way
apron?
down on the apron. Jimmie Johnson really pinching Biffle down there.
He really wants that spot for 6th to even have a chance to get up to Bowyer. Let's see how the lap cars, because they have pretty much clean racetrack for the rest of for quite a bit for Kasey Kahne and Harvick after they get around these guys. Let's focus on the 31 and the 22 to see how they pan out.
Yeah, we're about halfway through this race. So
Harvick sending to the inside of the 43. Gonna get there, but let's see what Newman does. Ooh. Nice drive off there for the 31. They're like, look at this. What in the world is going on back here? Major lap cars playing a factor. Morgan Shepherd back there.
I just want to point this out. Look at Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards has driven up. I know he's 2 laps down, but he has pace for a top 10 here. He's battling with guys that are fighting for a top 10. That 20 car is at the top 10, and Edwards is still being held up by lap traffic. So, just a shame what happened to the 99 early. Had trouble in qualifying, got caught up in a very early crash, and this is not a good way to start the season.
Whoa, the 22 stepped out there. Bowyer going to try to get a run on him. The 48 does not want to see that because 15 is one of the faster cars of this little pack here. Newman trying to get around the 83. 83 giving him trouble. Look at the run that 15 has. Closing up on his back bumper. Logano down low. 3 wide. Just barely.
Bowyer's going to have a really good run off of turn 4 here. Well, I spoke too soon.
But then again, the outside's better than 1 and 2. What would Jimmie Johnson do? Would he just stay behind and just wait? He got a little loose there. You see how that thing stepped out. Look at the gap between Harvick and Kasey Kahne.
Yeah, Kasey Kahne's rolling around here, 37 to go this time by. He is just clicking off the laps at this point. Very obviously the fastest car on the track, pulling Harvick every single lap by 3/10.
I wouldn't say he had it. I mean, he could have it in the bag, but then again, looking how these guys are racing back here, a caution could come out.
Even if we do get a yellow, I don't really see anything changing. Harvick's car was okay on the short run, but it wasn't any faster than Kahne. So, you know,
look at Bowyer going. Bowyer up the third.
I think the bigger threat for Kahne would be with the caution if the 15 car gets up there, because Bowyer is really seeming to come alive. But once again, it's going to be the question of...
Four wide!
Jimmie Johnson shoots it up the middle.
Not wasting any time.
48. He's going to get all of them. Oh, this could be big trouble here.
Oh,
no! I called it.
Contact! Oh! Caution is out. Jimmie Johnson and the 43 make contact. They're getting back rolling. Oh, my God. Oh, Dillon!
I don't think Johnson's going to be very happy with Logano once he watches that replay.
Yeah, so Jimmie Johnson powers his way around. Logano just turns the 43 down into Jimmie Johnson, the 16. Oh! Yeah, on the radio, Jimmie Johnson is not happy with the 22. I don't think he's going to do anything stupid, because this is Jimmie Johnson. He's one of the more calm ones, but he is not happy with the 22 after that.
All right, well, we're back here at Phoenix. We're going to go green with, I believe, 31 laps to go. So we got a ways left. We got a ways left here. It's not like this is going to be some short run to the checkered. So if anybody's going to get ahead of Kahne, they got to do it now. Might see some very aggressive racing. We know how Phoenix is with the
dog leg.
The apron back. Yeah, the dog leg back there. There's a chance we could see some crazy maneuvers here.
Field down bunching up. The Edwards is moving to the middle of the pack now, which is where he's supposed to be, because everybody else, I believe, is a lap down. Something's going on with AJ. AJ apparently was trying to get to the bottom of the 48, was there. Okay, they're just going to let him restart like that. That's perfectly fine with me. Green flag. Harvick gets the jump!
Harvick got a really good jump. Newman gets one too. Depending on what happens here in turn one, Kasey Kahne might lose another spot.
AJ! Problems with the 47 making contact with the 95.
Go back up to the front. They're 3 wide and 4 wide in the back here.
Kasey Kahne got a black flag! Oh no!
He might have had a tire rub or something. I'm not sure what happened to the 5 car. Because it didn't look like, I mean, it looked like the 4 went before he did, so I wouldn't think he got a black flag or something. Yeah, I think the 5 car has a problem, but that just turned this race upside down. Because we know Harvick, he's not as fast as the 5, and I think is the yellow back out? I think I might have seen the caution flying again. It is.
Oh my God.
My Lord. Wow.
Jimmie Johnson, no!
Check the leader. Check the leaders. They might plow into the back of the wreck. Okay, never mind. It's far enough ahead. Well,
damn, we missed it. What the? Kenseth with damage. Jimmie Johnson, Alex Bowman. Oh my God! Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, David Reagan, Reed Sorenson, Greg Biffle. I don't know who that is.
We had us a wreck. We had us a wreck here, boys.
Let's look and see what happened there.
Oh yeah, Hamlin's gonna clip Kenseth. Oh no, Kenseth's gonna. Oh,
Keselowski
hit the wall. Oh my gosh!
Everyone's upside down. We didn't even look at that. What the hell?
Kill the man.
Keselowski just turned straight back up.
Oh it's a 50. Look at what the 55 did though. Oh. Bro, what on earth?
That is the biggest wreck we've ever seen in this entire series, I think. Oh my God.
This is why Hamlin gets turned. Watch this.
Oh, 17.
55 just goes up the hill, and I don't think you... Oh, okay. Did you see Hamlin getting turned down into Keselowski? Oh. Well, Brad was going back to the right. Hamlin was going to the left. That was a massive hit for those two. Watch this. And then watch Hamlin right into the door of the 2 car. Oh, look at Kyle Busch. He almost got around it, but gets taken out by the 17. Was so close to avoiding it.
What a freaking wreck.
Wonder what the running order is right now. No way.
Kevin Harvick with issues coming out on the pit road. That means Logano's going to be the leader then. Oh
This
my
is insane.
God. Kasey Mears is up there.
Look at the field. There's nobody left.
The 4 car apparently says he lost power, he thinks. Right now trying to
get out.
that's not going to be good.
Well, here we go for the restart. Joey Logano, although I think Newman's going to have the preferred line, that outside lane.
Let's see if you're
It's
right.
going better.
They're waiting. Yeah, he does. He gets the jump. Logano waited too long.
Let's see if they can survive again. Oh,
Logano's
already
still
big
there.
move.
4 wide back there.
The 83 making moves. Oh, Kasey Kahne up the middle. Biffle on the apron.
Oh, Johnson. No, that's
Junior trying to go up the top lane.
Oh my God. That might. All right, well, who's the leader right now? It's Newman.
Busch up to second. Where did he come from?
He stepped up his A game right when it mattered most, just like how he did last season. Let's see if he can do anything about it.
He's got a lot of laps to do this, though. We've seen Newman's car isn't the best in the long run.
Here comes Bowyer to the outside of. No, he's gonna look at the inside.
I'd say Bowyer might be the favorite at this point. We know how strong that 15 car is at the end of the run. 3 wide in the back. Stewart's into the back bumper of Gordon. A little bit of contact there between those two. Look how many spots Kasey Kahne's making up.
Oh,
I know he's still a lap down, but he's about to unlap himself. With the way these guys are racing, I wouldn't rule another yellow out.
Where's the
So he's
4?
probably
All by
way
himself.
back here. I think he's still on the lead lap, though.
Yeah, he is.
Well, we have the top 4 breaking away. It seems like Gordon and Stewart just don't quite have the pace for him. We know the 31 does not have the long run pace. At least he didn't have it the last time. Maybe they made some changes, but I'd look for that 14 car to start coming on strong in about 5 laps.
Truex Jr. running in 7th right now. Paul Menard in 9th. Austin Dillon in 10th. RCR has the top 10.
Yeah.
And
wow, they
Jimmy
have a leader.
racing 11th. Wow. Great day for RCR. Hopefully Newman can hold on to it for that team. See if he can do it.
Time by 20 laps remain. Newman's starting to gap the 41, but I mean, like I said
not, the
before,
22.
the interesting thing is with all these damaged cars, I think they have enough time to catch them. So
especially this guy.
if they catch lap traffic in a bad spot, we saw it. Ryan Newman just couldn't get through lap traffic. The best car at getting through lap traffic that we saw in that battle was the 15. Obviously, the 5 was a little bit better than everybody else, but Bowyer was really good at getting by the traffic here, and he's starting to inch back in. I don't know if you agree, but I think he's right now the fastest of those 4.
Let's see what lap time he ran. 26.4, 26.5, 26.4, 26. Yep, he's the fastest. Logano is the 3rd fastest. Newman is actually 2nd fastest. Kurt's the slowest out of the 3-4 right now. Actually, what about Gordon? Oh, wait. Brian Scott pitted.
Yeah, he's one of the damaged cars. Probably started courting a tire due to a fender rub or something.
Could
Two
be.
kinda
Oh, Newman changed up his line. Look at that. Kurt gaining that much time from that. He's there.
I think Newman made a mistake off 4, tried to minimize the damage by cutting the dog leg, but it hurt his entry to 1. Now Kurt's really close.
Can he do anything about it? The 15 is right now trying to wait for something to happen here. But I don't think at this point of the run you can wait anymore. You got to go, but I think he's starting to fade off. Oh, no.
This is an RCR car, I believe they're approaching, so it might help out the 31. We'll see.
Well, let's see if it does. He's really damaged. He's going to let him go on the straightaway. Already cleared him. What's the 33 going to do to the 41? He's going to hold him up on the exit. That's going to hurt his exit speed.
Logano got tight there. Bowyer's going to try to get a run on him.
Tried getting him loose. Tried spooking him up. What is Gordon doing?
I don't
Ooh!
know what 24 is doing, or what the 14's doing. Are they trying to split him 3? Like where?
Yeah. Oh!
I don't know where the 24 is trying to go, but he's actually, I guess, just not going anywhere.
He just lost 2 spots because of that.
Very interesting and interpretive line there by Jeff Gordon. He's
He
still
just lost
behind
3
him.
spots.
I don't understand what Gordon's doing here with the 33, but he just lost all of his time. It was an easy top, or not an easy top 5, but he was in position for. Look at how many spots Kasey Kahne would have made up if he was on the lead lap. He is flying right now.
Well, coming to less than 10 to go, lap cars, I believe, will play a factor because there's a lot of... Because here's the thing, Kurt is a little bit slower than 31. A little bit, and that could be the race. But however, Kurt cannot lose too much time.
The problem here with these guys is, this time we're coming around for 13 to go. Unless something crazy happens, I'm pretty sure, even looking at the scoring monitor right now, the 15 is the fastest car on the track. Will he get around the 22 and 41 fast enough to catch the 31 car? That's the question. But lap traffic is Bowyer's best friend
Look at who's he got. Here comes Kurt. Gonna cut the dog leg and get around him quickly.
Just like that, Kurt's right back in it. Getting a little bit lower than Newman on the apron here.
Kurt's a little bit better than him in 1 and 2, but Newman has him in 3 and 4. 4 cars trying to settle it. Lap cars going to play a big factor. Oh, Bowyer has an issue.
I think he had a problem off the corner there. Trying to cut the dog leg.
12 to go. All 3 manufacturers running into the top 4. 11. Here's the thing. If something big happens between these 4, Tony Stewart is there to pounce. And actually, if they get held up so much to where they lose all that time, it's possible. It happened last time we went here. Jimmie Johnson and Dale Jr. almost lapped the entire field because some lap car was holding up the entire field. It could happen. It's unlikely, but you can't really say never to anything here. 10 to go this time.
Might have to stand corrected on that the 15 car. It really seems like whatever he had in the first run is not here.
Apparently he says the car is breaking loose on him. Look at Newman, made a mistake. Try to minimize it. Look at the run Kurt has. Kurt could have said it was outside. No, he's not. He's going to wait. He's there. No, look at that. He gained all that time back. McMurray going to let him go low. Kurt is there on the back bumper of him. Well, not completely, but you know what I mean. 9 to go this time. Kurt gets tight. Ooh, Newman. Getting around 36. 41's going to dive it down low. Some of these guys might, like this big pack of cars, I don't think they're going to play too much of a factor.
No, they're not going to catch them with this time by 8 to go. Those cars would have to really back the pace down to get in the way of the leaders. I think the car behind them, though, what number is that car? The black car, Morgan Shepherd. They will catch Morgan Shepherd. I don't think
Bowyer has issues.
Keeps having problems off of turn 4. Stewart might get him at this rate.
Look at how much time Kurt lost because of the 36 holding him up out the exit of the corner. He couldn't get the power down. 7 to go this time. Look at that. Newman changed up his line. Running a little bit higher. Look at Logano running high.
Yeah, Logano's running high all of them. Logano's searching right now. That tells you that he doesn't have anything left. The 22 is not got anything. Kurt really changed his line. Much higher entry there to turn
exit.
Yeah, Logano had a really good run there. Had to check up on exit.
They're going to get him. The 16. Oh, my God. These lap cars could change the race here. Can Kurt get him there?
I was really wrong. I didn't think they would even get close to these guys, but they were much slower than I thought.
They are going to have a factor, though.
I don't know. They've got a gaggle of lap cars to get around here. Quite a few of them. I think these lap cars are really helping the 31. He's just catching them in great spots.
The 55, on the other hand, is one of the faster ones, so I don't know. Hearing on the radio, 55 might let him go. Kurt gets a little loose. There's some contact going on with the 16 and the 35. 15 going to drive away from the 14 again. I don't think Kurt's going to have enough time. 5 to go right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kurt just keeps catching the lap cars at the worst possible moment. I think the 22 at this point might have enough speed if the 41 was not there. However, getting around Kurt and catching Newman, I just don't see that as a possibility for him. I don't see it happening here. 4 to go.
See here, Kurt right now trying to find something left. I don't think he's had enough time. I think it's pretty much Newman's race to win. Look at that clear racetrack in front. Pretty much set sails now. But can the 22 get around the 41? We'll have to wait and see. But this time by, 3 to go. Can Newman go back to back? He made a little bit of a mistake there.
It's time to start watching the gaps here. Kurt started to gap the 22.
Yeah,
Not
Kurt,
much, but it is closing.
I don't think he's going to have enough time unless Newman makes a big mistake, like hits the wall or gets loose off of turn 4 again. Like what happened with Logano. Look at Logano. He definitely does not like the handling of his race car right now. Look at that boarding out to the outside of him.
2 to go. Less than half a second, but Kurt's really got to find something if he wants this victory.
Does look like he'll get... Oh, wait. Actually, no, they're not going to get him.
No, they're going to get close, but they're not. Wait, the 33 is heavily damaged, though. I didn't think about that. He's really slow.
White flag. Will play factor. Kurt gets loose off of turn 4. That might be the race.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to catch him. He's going to catch him in the middle of the corner.
7/10. It might be too big of a gap. And yes,
Kurt,
it is.
If he hadn't made that mistake, I think he'd have a shot at him because, man, this is really going to hold up the 31.
2, 3, and 4.
They're going to hold him up, but it's not going to be enough.
Newman gets it done at Phoenix 2 times in a row. Ryan Newman returns to victory lane. Kurt Busch second. Clint Bowyer gets around Logano for third. And Logano holds on to fourth. Tony Stewart gets a great top 5, Truex Jr., Jeff Gordon, Kyle Larson, RCR all gets a top 10. And Ryan Newman gets the victory here. 2 seasons in a row, he gets the win in the first Phoenix race. What a drive there by the 31. Ryan Newman gets it done. And up next is Las Vegas for the Cobalt 400. Let's look at your results. 4 lead changes. That's actually more than we had last season. Kevin Harvick had the most laps led with 34. Newman was close to getting that. So, I guess the damage is a little bit lessened for Kevin Harvick. But Vegas is going to be interesting. Because... let's just scroll down for your results. Oh, some of them didn't even register. That's great. But last time we went to Vegas, I don't know if you remember this, Pen, but Michael Annett took fresh tires on the last restart and managed to get the frickin' win. The last time there's one before this in season 1, Kyle Busch just dominated the race and pretty much had it in the bag once they took like 3 to go. AJ got second, I believe. And lap cars are getting in the way. Michael McDowell almost like needs security after that night after making contact with pretty much everybody. But this Vegas could be... It's going to be really interesting. Hope you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.